Let's explore Western Sahara, a land of beauty and struggle. This is a place where the vastness of the desert meets the resilience of its people. A land that tells a story of both breathtaking beauty and relentless struggle. Think of the Sahara Desert. Imagine the endless expanse of golden sand stretching as far as the eye can see, the sun so hot it burns, and the sand that seems to go on forever. That's Western Sahara. It's a place where the elements are both a challenge and a marvel, a place with a long history and a fight for freedom. The struggle for independence has shaped the identity of its people, leaving a legacy of resilience and hope. It's a tough place to live, not easy at all. The harsh desert conditions test the limits of human endurance every single day, but it's also stunningly beautiful. The sunsets over the Sahara are like nothing else on Earth, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, a beauty that captures your heart. The sight of a camel caravan at sunset is a timeless image that stays with you. Western Sahara is full of contrasts. Traditional Sahrawi tents stand next to modern buildings, symbolizing the blend of old and new. It has old traditions and modern-day problems. The Sahrawi people hold on to their rich cultural heritage while navigating the challenges of the modern world. But more than anything, it shows how strong people can be. The resilience of the Sahrawi people is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and thrive. I've been lucky to travel all over the world. Each place has its own unique story, but Western Sahara stands out in a special way. I've seen amazing places and terrible things. Beauty and tragedy often coexist, and Western Sahara is no exception. But there's something about the Sahara that sticks with you. Its vastness, its silence, its sheer scale. It leaves an indelible mark on your soul. It's so big, so quiet. The desert's silence is profound, offering a sense of peace and introspection. It makes you feel tiny, like you don't matter. Yet in that vastness, there's a strange comfort. But also, like you're part of something huge. The desert connects you to something greater than yourself. The people of Western Sahara, the Sahrawi, are very welcoming. Their hospitality is legendary, even in the face of adversity. Even though life is hard, they welcome visitors with open arms. They share their stories, their culture, and their homes. They share the little they have. Their generosity is a powerful reminder of the strength of community and human connection. Their culture is rich, colorful, and connected to the land. Every dance, every garment tells a story of their deep connection to their heritage. This is a story about a place most people haven't heard of, a place that remains largely unknown to the world, a place the world seems to have forgotten. Yet it is filled with stories waiting to be told. This is a story about survival, strength, and never giving up hope. This is Western Sahara, a land of beauty, struggle, and unyielding spirit. Echoes of empires, caravans, and colonization. The story of Western Sahara is one of resilience and transformation. Western Sahara wasn't always a place of conflict. It was once a land of peace and prosperity, where the vast desert was a bridge connecting diverse cultures. A long time ago, it was a place where different cultures met. Merchants, scholars, and travelers from various regions would gather, exchanging not just goods, but ideas and knowledge. Trade routes carrying gold, salt, and ivory went across the Sahara. These caravans were the lifeblood of the desert, bringing wealth and prosperity to the cities they connected. Old cities like Chinguetti and Walata were important centers of learning and trade. These cities were bustling hubs where scholars would gather to study and merchants would trade their goods. The desert holds secrets of empires that have disappeared over time. The remnants of these ancient civilizations still whisper tales of their former glory. When the Spanish arrived in the late 1800s, everything changed. The peaceful coexistence and prosperity were disrupted by the colonial ambitions of the Spanish Empire. They wanted the area's resources and its important location. The rich deposits of minerals and the strategic position of Western Sahara made it a valuable prize. Their control was harsh, and the effects are still felt today. The legacy of colonialism has left deep scars on the land and its people. But even when things were difficult, the Sahrawi people held on to who they were. They resisted. Their culture and traditions became a source of strength and identity. They fought for their land, their culture, their freedom. The Sahrawi warriors stood firm against the colonial forces, determined to protect their heritage. The memory of this fight is still alive today. Monuments and memorials across the desert stand as a testament to their bravery and resilience. the fight for self-determination continues. The Sahrawi people still strive for recognition and independence, their spirit unbroken. The Sahrawi people won't be forgotten. Their story is one of enduring strength and unwavering resolve. They show us how strong the human spirit can be. In the face of adversity, they have remained steadfast and resilient, a spirit that won't be broken. The legacy of the Sahrawi people is a powerful reminder of the enduring strength of human resilience. The soul of a people, traditions that endure. Culture is what makes a group of people who they are. It's their identity, their story. And in Western Sahara, culture is a light of hope, a source of power. The Sahrawi people have a rich artistic history. Their traditions, passed down over many years, are a big part of their lives. The bright colors of their clothes, the flowing fabric of the melfa say a lot. Each swirl, each fold tells a story of strength, of adapting, of finding beauty in hard times. The detailed jewelry, made with care and skill, shows their connection to the land. Their traditions aren't just pretty things to look at. They are a reminder of their history, a history of struggle, and a future they are determined to make. A desert symphony: music, poetry, and cuisine. Music is something everyone understands, and in Western Sahara, it speaks to the heart. The beautiful melodies of the taidenit, a traditional stringed instrument, travel across the desert. They tell stories of love, sadness, and missing home, of life in the Sahara. Poetry is another important part of Sahrawi culture. The spoken word, strong and moving, shares their stories. It's a way to keep their history, their values alive. Their hopes and dreams are woven into poems passed down for generations. Food is also a big part of their culture. Simple, tasty dishes made from what the land provides. Couscous, with flavorful spices, is a common meal. Making tea is a special tradition. Each glass, carefully poured, is a sign of welcome. Nomads in exile between sand and struggle. The Sahrawi people were traditionally nomads. They moved around with the seasons, living in balance with the desert. Their lives followed the rhythm of the land, but the conflict forced many to leave their homes. Refugee camps, large and dusty, became their new homes. Life in the camps is hard. There isn't much of anything. The future is unknown, but even here, the Sahrawi spirit shines. They've built a community in exile. Schools, hospitals, community centers all show their strength. The desert may have been taken from them, but their spirit, their culture remains. They haven't given up hope for a better tomorrow, a future where they can go back to their land and live in peace. The Sahara's embrace, a tapestry of wilderness. The Sahara Desert, one of the most iconic and expansive deserts in the world, stretches across the northern part of Africa. Its vastness is both intimidating and awe-inspiring, a true testament to nature's grandeur. Beyond the hardship, Western Sahara is strikingly beautiful. The landscape is a canvas of golden sands and rugged terrain, where the sun paints the dunes in hues of orange and red as it sets. Sand dunes, shaped by the wind, go on as far as you can see. These dunes are ever-changing, sculpted by the relentless winds that sweep across the desert, creating a dynamic and mesmerizing landscape. The quiet of the desert is deep. It's a silence that envelops you, a stillness that is both eerie and calming, offering a rare moment of introspection. It's a quiet that makes you listen to your own heartbeat. In this solitude, you become acutely aware of your own presence, your thoughts, and the subtle sounds of the desert, to the whispers of the wind. The wind carries stories of the past, whispering secrets of ancient civilizations and the timeless beauty of the desert. The coast, next to the Atlantic Ocean, is beautiful in a different way. Here, the desert meets the sea, creating a stark contrast between the arid land and the vibrant ocean. Rough cliffs drop down to the crashing waves. The power of the ocean is evident as waves relentlessly pound against the rugged cliffs, a reminder of nature's raw force. The beaches, clean and wild, go on for miles. These untouched stretches of sand are a sanctuary for wildlife and a haven for those seeking solitude. The ocean is full of life. Beneath the waves, a vibrant ecosystem thrives, teeming with marine creatures that add to the region's biodiversity, very different from the dry desert. This juxtaposition highlights the incredible diversity of the region, where two vastly different worlds coexist. The Sahara is home to animals that have learned to live in the harsh conditions. These creatures have adapted to survive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. The fennec fox, with its big ears, is built for the heat, Its large ears help dissipate heat and detect prey, making it a master of desert survival. The Addax antelope, a symbol of the desert, walks the dunes looking for scarce plants. This resilient animal is a testament to the tenacity of life in the Sahara. The promise of prosperity, resources, and resilience. Under the Sahara's tough surface, there's a chance for a good future. Western Sahara has a lot of phosphate, which is used in fertilizers. The waters off the coast are full of fish, a possible source of food and jobs. There's a huge potential for renewable energy. The sun, always shining, offers a clean source of power. The wind, blowing across the desert, can be used to make electricity. Tourism, not very developed now, has a lot of potential. Western Sahara is a unique place for adventurous travelers, a chance to explore the huge Sahara, to experience the kindness of the Sahrawi people. A future unwritten, the fight for self-determination. The future of Western Sahara is uncertain. The fight for self-determination continues. The Sahrawi people, with strong determination, want to control their own future. They want a future where their voices are heard, where they have rights. The rest of the world has an important role to play, by supporting their right to decide their own future, by giving humanitarian aid, by making people aware of their situation. The world can't just watch, it must take action to make sure there is a fair and lasting peace. Western Sahara, an unforgettable journey. My trip to Western Sahara changed my life. It showed me how strong the human spirit can be, how powerful hope is when things are hard. The Sahrawi people, even though life is difficult, welcomed me with open arms. They shared their stories, their culture, their food. They showed me what true hospitality means. Western Sahara is a land of contrasts, of stark beauty and great hardship, of old traditions and modern-day problems. But more than anything, it shows the power of the human spirit, a spirit that won't be broken, a spirit that continues to hope for a better tomorrow, a future where they are finally free.